I want to talk about what the next Pokemon Legends EA trailer is going to reveal to us. I think there's so much info that we still need to know about this game that we don't officially know about yet. Things like new details about the story, new characters, and even all the new Mega Evolutions, I think we still need to see. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all the things that I think we need to see in the upcoming Legends EA trailer, because I think it's pretty safe to assume that we're going to get a new trailer somewhat soon, because the game is only 2 months away. So honestly, I think we're going to need to find out some more info sooner than later about this game. And I also want to talk about what the release schedule for these new trailers might be and what new stuff we might see in these new trailers. But I do want to say quick before we get into everything that I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers on the channel. I'm also going to be covering all the latest Pokemon Legends EA news and leaks. So if you guys don't want to miss any of that, make sure you guys subscribe. It also really helps me reach my goal. And one last thing before we get into the video is that I'm still doing the giveaway with Fundoris for the $50 in eShop gift cards. So if you guys want to enter, all you guys have to do is join the Discord. The link for that will be in the description. And the giveaway is going to end once I hit 20k and Fundoris hits 30k. So good luck to all you guys who enter. But yeah, let's get into the video. All right, so first of all, I think they're going to have to show us some new Mega Evolutions, or at least a couple of the new ones, because of course in the last trailer, all we saw was Mega Dragonite, and we're supposed to have 26 of these. So I think the next trailer, we're probably going to get to see some of the more major characters in the story, like Naveen, Lita, Corbo, and maybe a couple other people too. But obviously all these trainers are going to have a Mega Pokemon as their ace Pokemon. And according to the leak that I covered in one of my recent videos, Naveen's supposed to have Mega Scrafty, which he was shown with a Scraggy in the last trailer. So I think next time we're probably going to get to see him with a Mega Scrafty. And also the same thing with Lita. She had a Staryu in the trailer, so I think there's a good chance that in the next trailer we see her with a Mega Starmie. And then with Corbo, he's supposed to have a Mega Scolipede. So like I've been saying, I think we're probably going to get to see his Mega Scolipede in the next trailer as well. But I said before, there's a chance he could have Mega Arbok too, so it'll be cool to see which one he ends up having. I can just tell that this guy's going to use one of the new Mega Evolutions. I think they could probably show us his second in command. That guy's supposed to have a Mega Skarmory, so we might see a couple more too, but I think the first ones that they should kind of show us are the ones that the more major characters in the story are going to have. So as far as Mega Evolutions go, I think that's probably how we're going to see some more new ones. And then as for characters, of course, I think we're finally going to get to see if Lysander's really coming back to this game or not. We have a bunch of rumors saying that Lysander's coming back. The leak that originally said this was actually the same leak that said that Mabel was coming back as the professor, as well as Emma was coming back. So of course, just based on that, I think there's a good chance that Lysander's coming back as well. And while we're talking about Team Flare, not just Lysander, but also Xerosic is supposed to be coming back as well. If you guys don't remember him, he was that big Team Flare guy. And according to the rumors that we have, he's supposed to be running a food truck with a few of the Team Flare grunts. So maybe they're just going to include that to be some type of like little reference gimmick in the game to X and Y, of course. And then we actually had this pretty interesting leak the other day. And in my opinion, it wasn't a big enough leak to cover for an entire video, but I think it's worth mentioning in this one. So in the picture, we see 2 Dedennes. Then in the background, we got the Prism Tower. So what most people are kind of saying about this is that the Prism Tower was obviously Clement's gym in X and Y, and if you guys remember, he was an electric type gym leader, so he of course had Dedenne on his team. You guys can kind of see in the background there's a blue kind of poster and then a pink one. So what people are saying is that the pink one might actually represent Bonnie. If you guys don't remember, she was his little sister in the Pokemon XY anime. So I think that'd be pretty interesting, you know? Maybe she's going to be one of the trainers in the ZA Royale, because a lot of people are saying that this kind of represents the passing of the torch of this gym, if that makes sense. So I could definitely see that being the case. And not to mention, there was another kind of little piece of info attached to this, and it's just the letter F, and it says it's talking about Iono 2, which if you guys remember in the last video, I covered a leak where there was a trainer named Canary, which I think that's just their code name, but according to the leak, they're supposed to be really similar looking to Iono, and they were also going to be an electric type trainer. So what I think this all means is that Bonnie is going to be in rank F of the ZA Royale, and she's going to be who this Canary person is representing. That's what pretty much everybody's saying about this, so that's kind of how I came to that conclusion. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. What do you guys think this means? Maybe everyone's just looking way too deep into this, but we really never know what they could do. I think there's going to be a lot of callbacks to X and Y in this game because you know, of course it does take place in the Kalos region, just like Pokemon X and Y, so it makes sense. Another part of that trailer that we saw was the official reveal of Rogue Mega Evolutions. In the leak that I covered in the last video, it said that Quasartico is actually trying to cover up the existence of these rogue Mega Pokemon, and that's the reason why we're helping Emma kind of investigate them. And it also said something about Quasartico being the ones who run the ZA Royale, and the goal is for them to find the strongest trainer. So obviously in the next trailer, I'd like to hear if that's actually true, and it'd be cool to kind of find out some hints about why they're covering up these rogue Mega Pokemon, and also the reason for why they're looking for really strong trainers. Like, what could they be trying to use them for? You know what I mean? All right, the next up, I want to talk about this poster for Pokemon Legends EA. That Pokemon Pokemon themselves recently posted. So obviously just looking at this on the surface, it doesn't seem like anything too special. Like, it obviously just looks like a pretty standard promotional art piece for the game. We do see this type of promotional art for games all the time, but Pandemonium from the Discord actually pointed out a few pretty interesting things that I want to show you guys, and it's all in the bottom half right here, and it seems like there's actually kind of some hidden Easter eggs going on. So the first thing, in the background here, we can see Naveen, you know, kind of crouching in the bushes, like hiding from us, almost as if he doesn't want us to see him. And Pandemonium kind of points out that there must be some type of plan for Naveen to just be lurking back there like this while the rest of them are out battling, or it could even be some type of betrayal, because if Quasartico is actually the villains in this game, then maybe somehow they put Naveen up to this, or, you know, maybe he's got his own intentions. I just really wonder why he'd be kind of hiding in the bushes like this, because right here we can see our trainer standing with another one of the members of Team MZ. So, you know, you'd think that Naveen would be right there as well, but obviously he's not. So, you know, I really do wonder if there's going to be some type of hidden meaning behind this. Then he also pointed out a couple more Easter eggs in this poster. So he said that maybe this thing on Lita's sweater or whatever, maybe that's going to be a Z crystal. And then he also pointed out this poster that we can see in the background, and he's right, it does look like Lorelei. If you guys don't remember her, she was one of the Elite Four members in Kanto, so if it is her, I kind of wonder like what she would be doing there. Then a few more questions I want them to answer about Pokemon Legends EA is like, is every single Mega Evolution going to be coming back in this game? Like, are we going to see Mega Rayquaza? Are we going to see Mega Latios and Latias, and even Mega Diancie and Mega Mewtwo? Because we have seen most of the existing Mega Evolutions in the few trailers that we have so far, so I wonder if they're eventually going to show us these ones, or maybe somehow these Mega Legendary Pokemon are going to be a part of some type of event or mystery gift, or maybe even a part of some type of DLC. Like, I think it'd be sick if we got a DLC where we could go to other areas of Kalos. So maybe as part of those DLC, there'd be somewhere to catch a Diancie and get its Mega Stone. And same with Mewtwo, like I wonder if we could go back to the cave that we originally caught him in Pokemon X and Y, and maybe somehow we can catch him there again. I think that'd be insane if they gave us that. And again, you know, that'd be another callback to X and Y, which obviously is so fitting for this game. So I do really hope that we would get something like that. So hopefully whatever upcoming trailer that we get kind of answers all these questions. And I also want to talk about how they might release some of these new trailers for us, kind of like what their schedule might be and what kind of stuff we might see in these new trailers. What they've kind of done in the past, if you guys have followed trailers for previous games, like for Legends Arceus or for Sun and Moon, what they would do is kind of give us these 30-second trailers, basically just showing off a little bit of gameplay of the new Alola form or Hisui form, whichever game it was for. So I think just based on that, that's probably what they're going to do with most of the new Mega Evolutions. I would say we're probably going to get one more big trailer where they show us a bunch of them at once. And for all you guys who have doubts that we might not get any more whatsoever, I would say that we will, because the Mega Dragonite that we had leaked based on the description, that turned out to be 100% accurate, and not to mention stuff like the Rogue Mega Evolution. So I would go ahead and say that most of these leaks are most likely legit, and that obviously includes getting 26 new Mega Evolutions in this game. And then if we're also just talking about how these trailers might release, I think they'll probably do one where they show all the Mega starters, so you know, like Mega Feraligatr, Meganium, Emboar, and then as well as just the Kalos starters, they'll probably do a whole separate trailer for Greninja, Chestnut, and Delphox. So for some of the more special Pokemon, I guess you could call it, they'll probably put those all together in one trailer like I just said, because obviously those would just drive more attention, I would say. And then same with when we get the trailer that shows Mega Zygarde, I think that one's probably going to be fully separate as well. And we can probably also say the same thing about the Mega AZ Floette trailer. That one's also going to be extremely hype. But yeah, anyways guys, let me know out of all the leaked Mega Evolutions, which one you guys are most hyped to see in game. And also let me know how you guys think these new Mega Evolution trailers are going to work going forward. Then this last thing isn't related to Pokemon Legends EA, but I just want to say quick that I think it would be sick if we got to see some type of gameplay of, like, you know, a Gigantamax Pokemon versus a Mega Pokemon in Pokemon Champions, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently that's going to be possible in this game, and we haven't really seen a lot of footage of it so far. So maybe in the next Pokemon Presents that we get, we'd see some gameplay like that, but I think it's probably a long time before we get another Pokemon Presents, obviously, because the most recent one was only a couple weeks back, so that one's going to be pretty far in the future, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it either way. If you guys made it this far in the video, comment flare down below. It's always nice for me to see how many of you guys watched to the end of the video, so if you guys did make it this far in the video, then shout out to all you guys, and I'm going to respond to all your guys' comments. So it's going to be really cool to see what they end up showing us in the next trailer. Let me know down below if you guys want to see any of the stuff that I talked about in this video, or if you guys have any of your own ideas or theories, drop them down below. Like I said before, I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers, so if you guys don't mind helping me out to reach my goal, I extremely appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.